We've got some terrifying breaking news from Wired right now. A dark money group is secretly funding high-profile Democratic influencers. That is the headline. It gets very intense. It's from Wired. We're going to break it all down. The story starts like this. They say, quote, in a private group chat in June, dozens of Democratic political influencers discussed whether to take advantage of an enticing opportunity. They were being offered $8,000 per month. That's a lot of money, to take part in a secretive program aimed at bolstering Democratic messaging on the internet. But the contract sent to them from Chorus, the nonprofit arm of a liberal influencer marketing platform, came with some strings. Among other issues, it mandated extensive secrecy about disclosing their payments and had restrictions on what sort of political content the creators could produce. So essentially, Chorus, which is basically just a nonprofit that Clinton and the Soroses and everyone can donate to keep their money secret, is paying $8,000 a month to influencers to perform propaganda. And here's the thing. The two main things, right, is that it controls what they can actually post, and they can't talk about it at all. And thank goodness we actually have this story from Wired. Even though it's very scary, I don't think we should be surprised. We obviously know this goes down. Here's a video of Hillary Clinton from just this week saying Democrats are losing control because platforms are becoming more free speech. Take a look.
The platforms, whether it's Facebook or Twitter X or Instagram or TikTok, whatever they are, if they don't moderate and monitor the content, we lose total control. And it's not just the social and psychological effects, it's real harm.
They lose control when speech is free. So all they can do is try to hijack the apps or pay influencers. That's all they can do at this point. If you want a list of all the people being paid by Chorus, Wired did provide a few. A lot of these names didn't mean anything to me. One did, though. I'll name a few. You've got Eliza Orlins. Apparently she was on Survivor. Pari, Olivia Giuliani, Suzanne Lambert, and then the name I recognize the most, which is David Pakman. David Pakman is a really big YouTuber, has a lot of pull. He's close with the Biden family, and among others, I think he visited the White House a lot during the Biden administration. So that's scary. The question is, what are they being paid to do, right? This is according to Wire. They say, quote, creators in the program are not allowed to use any funds or resources that they receive as part of the program to make content that supports or opposes any political candidate or campaign without express authorization from Chorus in advance and in writing per the contract. Whew. That's a bombshell. I mean, it's a bombshell. They cannot talk positively about anyone except the handpicked candidate of Chorus, which is essentially the handpicked candidate of the Democrat Party. That's terrifying. So they're being paid off. It's a loyalty test. That's what it is. And they're doing this presumably because Kamala Harris was so unpopular among alternative media influencers in 2024. They want to fix this for 2028 because, hats off to some of these alternative leftists. A lot of them were not pumped with Kamala Harris. And so they didn't speak positively about her. And what Chorus is trying to do is essentially pay them off and say, look, we know you didn't like Kamala Harris. Say we run Kamala Harris again or AOC and you don't like her. We're going to pay you $8,000 a month to pretend you do. That's what's happening right now. This is deeply correct. For those of you unfamiliar with journalism ethics, I have a journalism degree. It's not worth much, but I did learn about some journalism ethics. Taking money from nonprofits and not disclosing them, not a good thing. Like really bad, about as bad as it gets. Because as the contract states, as per Wired, and Wired did have an actual copy of the contract, so this is reputable, I made sure of that. They cannot say, these influencers cannot say that they are being a part of this program really in the first place, or what they're being paid, or what they're being told to do. So it does not get worse than that. It has to remain anonymous on their end. They sign an NDA, essentially. So again, taking money from people is one thing. That happens sometimes. It's not necessarily the worst thing. I may take money from a sponsor, for example. That's how you actually make money. Maybe you get paid to cover a certain topic or have a certain guest on. That happens. But the biggest thing in journalism integrity is that you have to disclose it. Your audience has to know about it. If I'm getting paid, that's why I say partner of this show. The FTC will come after me if I don't say that. They will literally come after me unless I say the partner of the show. But even if they didn't come after me, I would say it anyway, because that is what alternative media does to actually kick out the mainstream media. They're actually honest about who they're being paid for. CNN gets paid by Pfizer tons of money, but that's not disclosed. We don't really know. We know that, but we don't know a lot about it. Alternative media is supposed to be more credible in some respects because they're supposed to disclose their conflicting interests. In this case, that's not happening. When you don't disclose it, you lose all credibility and all morality. I don't care if it's left or the right. Speaking of journalistic integrity, I have a new Substack that I'm announcing today. You can check it out in the link below. Substack, if you didn't know, is a weekly newsletter that comes right to your email. It's completely free. And I'm able to talk about things in a written form that I just simply can't talk about because of big tech. It's a great way to connect with you guys. So go check it out right now. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video, everybody. Please like the video so other great patriots like yourselves will be able to see it. And you can tune in every single weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show, or you can watch another video right here.